went bankrupt, maybe had to sell their own houses during the recession back in the 80s. I know a few. Yeah. Contractors have a couple of good years, good for them, because they're out there risking. I don't know anybody who works harder than contractors. They risk and they put it all on the line. How will our party balance the budget? Well, we're going to do it by nursing back the strong economy I've talked about already. But I'll go back and work through it again. We didn't have a plan really back in 2001, 2002 after 9/11. I wasn't there then, but I'm familiar with it. There was a big recession after 9/11. No one knew what was going to happen. And we stopped all sorts of capital building after that because the economy crashed and taxes stopped coming in. So we did a study, and we came up with this idea of the Sustainability Fund. Not the Heritage Fund, which is our long-term savings account that will be there, we can draw interest from when energy revenues begin to decline. But the Sustainability Fund is this shorter term, I call it the shock absorber fund, that can take the volatility, the bumps and bangs of our cyclical economy, oil and gas, cattle, grain, everything we do in Alberta, commodities, cycles. So we have this Sustainability Fund, and it's served us well. When the recession hit in 2008, 4 deficits in a row, you can give you a sense of how steep things were. First year I was in MLA, $8 billion in gas royalties alone. Last year, $1 billion. So there was a big revenue decline. But did we stop building schools and roads and health facilities? No. Someone says yes. How do you think the Calgary Southwest Ring Road got built? How do you think the new South Campus got built? How do you think 45 schools that are opening this year got built? 4 of them in Airdrie, Chestermere. Okay? They got built by running those deficits for those 4 years because of the capital spending. Our capital spending averaged $6 billion a year through those 4 years. Our deficit was in the $1 to $2 billion. We could have stopped building easily. Took a couple $1 billion off, but those schools wouldn't be opening. Sarah Thompson School wouldn't be opening in Langdon in next September if we followed the Wild Rose approach. So we've had the kind of responsible fiscal management that you'd expect a party to have. It's served us well. How are we going to balance our budget? We're not going to cut the way one party does, the Wild Rose. We're not going to spend and tax the way that what a beautiful view of the world. Just tax the rich more, right? Tax those contractors. We're not going to do that. We offer the kind of steady, stable, balanced approach that has made Alberta, and I'll say it again, the best place to live, work, and raise a family. Thank you.